So everybody here has probably been in touch with STEM at some point in their lives. As we all know, STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. Why is STEM so important to our collective future? It's extremely important because it's truly the basis for education and the type of skill set that we need for our future economy. How is STEM currently funded? Is the funding adequate? Does the funding actually have impact in the communities themselves? And how can we do better specifically? All of these questions were kind of the reason why we actually developed STEMchain and the STEMchain platform. Just a couple of data points for you, nothing to hopefully bore you with. But as you can see, there's projected increase in STEM jobs in the future. And by 2020, you're going to see a lot more increases across the different fields: computer science, biomedical engineering, medical scientists. These are just the breakdown as far as the number of jobs over the next couple of years. Mostly being in computing. That actually relates to the idea of both blockchain as well as the crypto token platforms that we're developing. And then this is the one stat that actually was really surprising when we were doing the research on this. By the way, all of these stats are domestic. However, there's analogs across the world in this context as well. From all of the STEM funding, about $940 billion, only $1 to $5 billion is from private donations and funding. And that's what we wanted to really focus on through developing our platform and releasing the STEM coin itself. Also, more advanced degrees are going to be required in STEM as well, so you need actually more funding dollars on a generational context as well. Surprisingly enough, even with the current administration and in past administrations, STEM funding has gone up and down, left and right. But to our unique surprise, the most current administration actually supported the funding of STEM in a different way by providing a $200 million grant for a different job promotion and education support. So we founded STEMchain with one singular mission, and that's to deliver large-scale, cross-border, and global funding for effective and productive STEM organizations. There are 1 million of cryptocurrency users worldwide right now, and our goal is to capture the early adopters as well as to bring new players, new funders into the space using cryptocurrency. The current funding mechanism and the model is very inefficient. So most often donors send money to an organization. There's some sort of reporting, whether it's going to be on an annual or quarterly basis. But once you put your funds through to the organization, most often you don't really realize how they're using those specific dollars. And there's low transparency for both the actual funders and also not really an incentive for the organizations themselves to provide that kind of reporting on a regular basis to show the transparency of the funders themselves. So what was our solution? Our solution was to develop a coin called the STEMcoin, and we actually did the generation event on the Stellar network, wherein there's actually increased transparency. And the increased transparency is provided by the actual technology from a funder to the partner organization. But more importantly, we wanted to create incentives for the counterparties. So the incentives that we actually developed was that for every coin that's donated, we actually reserved out of our total number of coins that we generated, 80% of our coins to match 1-for-1 on a depleting seed fund matching pool. So the incentive for the funder is fairly simple. They actually get a matching opportunity for a multiplier effect to the partner organization. They also see transparency, but they also see a directory of vetted organizations. The organizations that we actually onboard to STEMchain have to meet 2 very specific criteria. One is that they actually have to have impact and a history of success. And that we actually go through a very specific due diligence process with all our partner organizations before they become onboarded. We also require from our partner organizations that they actually have to agree contractually to a 100% guarantee, meaning every STEM coin they receive has to actually be used for their mission, according to how their mission is actually described. As we've read in the past, there are a lot of nonprofits out there that have actually taken a lot of donations and funding dollars and have actually done a lot of overhead and fluff, not to the benefit of the actual underlying mission. So we are proud to say that we've actually are fully commercialized. We have a funding platform, and this actually shows a small video of how our platform can be used. Come off our website, and you can actually log into our donation and funding context. As you can see, this was actually captured a couple days ago. We have 4 live partner organizations in our platform currently. 3 of them are national. 1 of them is local to our geography. We're actually Philadelphia-based, so Coded by Kids, which I like to highlight, is a really important organization that helps do after-school programming for minority and inter-school kids to actually help them to teach coding for their future endeavors into the technical workforce. So as you can see on the actual platform itself, you log in simply through a private key off your wallet. You can actually look at the initiatives that are provided and listed by our partner organizations. We actually make it so that our partner organizations can actually have multiple initiatives to support all their various programming needs. And then once you actually identify the one that you want to support, you provide your donation context. It goes through our platform, it verifies it, it actually matches it completely, and then the actual goes directly from the funding wallet to the actual partner organization wallet. We don't touch it in any context after that. So as you can see, we're actually changing the traditional funding model. The donors can go through the STEMchain platform. We don't charge any transaction fees whatsoever, so it's a pure coin from the funding wallet to the actual partner organization wallet. As you can see, our STEMchain donation match pool is 80 billion STEM coins. When we originally generated our total number of tokens, it was actually 100 billion tokens. So once the partner organization actually receives a STEM coin, there's a couple of ways they can actually use the STEM coin for their own benefits. So they can actually, through an exchange it to another crypto token or to fiat on that basis. And then we're actually developing something called our ecosystem, where we have vendors that are going to be onboarded into our platform so that the actual partner organization can use the STEM coin to buy products and services directly. And in that context, it becomes 100% transparent from the funder to the actual partner organization on the blockchain. There's rapid adoption. So we actually started STEMchain as an idea in the middle of January of 2018. We actually did our token generation event on February 8th, and now we're up to 4 live partner organizations. We actually have 3 in pipeline and developing some other contexts for the use of our platform. So just a little bit of our roadmap. We've actually exceeded all of our roadmap milestones. We are in development of our ecosystem marketplace, and in 2019, we're actually going to be doing this on a mobilized context to go to iOS and Android. Some of the token breakdown. We did 100 billion coins initially. 10 billion were reserved for working capital, 10 billion for the founders, 80 billion for the actual matching pool. Some of our operation metrics. And then what are we looking ahead to do? So right now, we actually are working with some other non-STEM related organizations to do white labeling of our platform. We're working very hard with a local opportunity in Philadelphia that's actually going to be announced on September 20th. We're actually also looking at a couple of other projects in the non-STEM opportunity as well. And as we are growing our platform and getting our awareness for STEMchain and STEMcoin, we're looking for partner organizations. We're also looking for foundations to use STEMcoin as their preferred modality for funding STEM organizations, and also other white label partners. We're here for the long haul. We're not here to do anything but beyond really deliver a lot of value to the organizations that we actually collaborate with. You can get in touch with us on the web, through our social media channels, and our white paper is actually online as well. So with that, I really thank you for your time and attention.